Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me as always is Moonpier.
He still hates you. No matter what you say, he still hates you.
And Monkey Sr.
Hello.
This is our third week of Descenders. I'm going to go over here. Extreme procedural free riding. I have a gameplay question here to start off our episode. Is there any indication in game of how close sunset/nighttime is?
Yes, there's two.
Okay.
When you are on the map, you can see the sunset. The lighting on the map changes as the sun gets closer to the horizon.
Interesting.
So when you're on the map, you have that, and then it should pop up when you first start a race. The sun is going to be setting soon.
That's when I got the notice. The sun is setting soon. I was sort of like, okay, I'm not anywhere close to the end, so okay.
Yeah, so that is usually, I think you'll have two more before you need to start using your lights when it says that.
Yep.
The way I tend to do it is I tend to beeline it towards the finish, get that path completed, and then if you still got daylight, you can go back and you can do any node along the path you've taken.
Oh, like to branch off from there?
Yes,
sure.
You can do the additional nodes without having to worry about doing all of the nodes to get back to the finish again.
I wish that was a little bit clearer in the game, because they're very clearly going for like the FTL level of the Rebel fleet is right behind you, and there's like in FTL you had that cone, that curve behind you that's continually pushing. I wish there was something a little bit clearer on the map of like you have 2 more nodes until sunset starts, you have 5 more nodes until nighttime starts. Like I wish there was a little bit clearer about how much more time do I have to essentially farm this map before I have to go do the boss jump.
Yeah. And to be honest with the boss jumps, like the first 2 or 3 worlds, you don't really have to worry about doing that in the dark too much. Like as long as you've got a light, you should be fine. 3 and 5, you're definitely going to want the daylight when you do those ones, because they are difficult. But yeah, it probably could do with a little bit more of that. But I think it's also part of the whole roguelike taking a risk thing.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
How far are you going to push your luck before
it punishes you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just wish that there was. I'm okay with the punishment happening for being too greedy. I just wish there was a little bit of a better indication, because like I did the first boss jump in the dark with just like the headlamp on, and that's fine. I mean, that first boss jump is fine.
But I think the latest I've ever done that is when my headlamp was flickering, which means that the battery's about to run out, and this is your last run.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So like it comes on and off sporadically and randomly, so you'll be going downhill and then it'll just go pitch black and you're at a corner and you don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, so I got through the first area. I got to the second area, which I don't really like. I think the
forest.
Yeah, the forest stuff is
rough.
I like taking the little like wooden pathways over rocky areas. You're jumping through Firewatch towers. Like I think there's a lot of cool stuff there. It's
so steep.
Yeah, it's so steep, and I just think the visibility is really low, sort of in general, which I don't think is inherently a problem. I think it's each area needs to be different just to have that level of variety. So it shouldn't be like, all 5 zones, they're all going to be just these beautiful, serene green hills. It's like, no, there has to be something there. You got to have an ice world. You got to have a lava world. You know, we've all played Super Mario.
Thankfully, there is no water world in this game, because that would be insane.
Thank goodness, yeah. But yeah, I think the second area is largely fine. There's a difficulty curve there. It's not super steep, but it's like, yeah, you gotta start using the right stick a lot more to just skirt, like gotta be on it.
Burn off that speed. That's the funny thing, because I actually feel like the third zone is easier than the first 2.
Mm.
Did you make it to the third one?
Yeah,
Did you like it as much as I said you would?
Yeah, it's so much better than the forest.
Oh, nice.
It's a desert, Boston. There is literally not a single tree. It's just
Great.
hills
Great.
and the path and jumps.
Yeah, I saved up a whole bunch of health in the first zone because like so many of those optional challenges are really easy where it's like win this race without taking your foot off the accelerator. It's like I'm doing that anyway, so whatever. But man, I just ate it like halfway through the forest. I just had one race where I could not keep it together.
It's that. I'll be honest, it's one of the things I love about this game. It's that push pull where you know you can do that level, you can complete the extra goal. You know you can do it, but then you just push yourself a little too hard, and then you hit a tree going 120 mile an hour, and you lose 2 health, and you're just like, come on.
Yeah, losing multiple health at one time is an interesting mechanic that I'm not entirely sure I agree with, but I feel like it is thematically correct where it's like you ate it so hard that you're gonna get punished because your entire skull went around that tree. Like that was a real bad crash.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of why I get the body armor as soon as I can. It's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna get that body armor because I know I'm gonna like nail myself off a ramp and into like a barrel of like explosives or something and just be in so much trouble.
Yeah. But I had a pretty good week this week on making it to the forest and kind of. I didn't have a ton of time to play this week, but I feel like I had a really good run and I was able to like farm the first area enough and kind of do well enough in the second area to say like, yeah, I probably have this on the next run or like the run after that. I could probably see Zone 3 if I keep playing as smart as I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Moon, this week? Oh, yeah, we'll head over to Monkey.
Okay. So I played a lot, but I feel like I didn't play like as a lot at all.
Right, like as much as you needed to.
Yeah, because I mean, I unlocked the checkpoint for the third area, and then I'm trying to unlock for the fourth. And
did you make it to the fourth?
I think I'm at 1 out of 3 to unlock that. To just go straight there. But yeah, that fourth area is cool. You just drop down from the helicopter.
Oh, nice.
The fourth area, Boston, is mountains, and literally you start every level on a helicopter on like the lip on the side of it,
right?
And you just immediately accelerate off and just immediately start going downhill.
Reliving my SSX dreams.
Yep.
But on a bike.
Yeah.
And so one time when I turned on the game, it told me that I unlocked Career Plus or whatever, like the next. So the new 4 stages. I was like, oh, cool. I'll try this. That is really cool. It's just 4 new areas. I tried it once, and I got to the 3rd area. So that it's either that mode is easier or I'm just better.
It's not easier. You are better.
Right.
That mode is not easier. When I jumped back in this time, I immediately went into Career Plus and I was like, okay, let's give it. Nope. Okay, that's super hard. Back to normal career. Thank you very much.
Okay, so yeah, I should start doing the original career mode like from the very beginning, just to be like, yeah, I can play this game really well now.
Right, I'm gonna farm up all my crew members.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, the 2 biggest moments for me while playing this game, which I haven't done while we've been playing it this time, I did it way back when I first started playing it, was getting the You're on Fire jumps for all of career mode and hitting that 5th like secret world in normal career mode. That was insane because you have to find the fire node on every map and then you have to make it through the fire jump on every single map. Like you have to go through that ring for the boss jump on every map beforehand. And it's one of those things where I've wasted like 15 lives because I just kept hitting the edge of the fire ring going through it, but then that kills your speed and you don't make the jump itself. And stuff like that. And it's like, okay, and I'm good enough now to make it to the volcano, immediately die on the volcano normally because it's so insane. But when you hit go and then you hit like that, you hit that run and you're just like, I've been playing for 30 minutes and I've got 22 lives. This is going really, really well. And then it all just crumbles apart.
Yeah.
It's just like that's when you're like, okay, I'm definitely getting better. I'm getting my pedals underneath me again. I'm starting to learn everything again. Like, so good. But yeah, you were playing. You did Career Plus a couple of times.
Yeah, and yeah, that's really it. Like, speaking as to what you were saying, like, I think it's amazing how fast everything can go downhill.
Hey,
It's just like, oh yeah, I have like 10 lives, and then one stage later, oh, I have 0 lives. It's like, what just happened?
Yep. Like everything crumbles so quickly. Like, it's one of those things, like, you get a bad node, you get one that doesn't suit your style, and it can go so south so quickly.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, if I lose like 4 lives on a node these days, I'm like, I'm gonna hold the brake. I'm gonna snail my way down this course just to get to the end, so I'm not thinking about this course anymore, and I'm not doing stupid stuff that cost me like 10 more lives.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anything you did this week, Moon, that's exceptional?
I messed around a bit. I did like 15, 20 runs, I think, and none of them were great, if I'm honest.
Right.
I'm still building up I'm at the point where I'm trying to build up my lives. I need to make my mind up. Am I gonna just build up my lives and go for that 3rd bonus stage and then hopefully the 4th bonus stage to get that achievement? Or am I just going to not worry about building up my lives and just go smooth and steady throughout the entire 4 mountains just to make it to that end jump and try and get the do not bail once on a full run achievement? Because that's the 2 I have left, is complete the 4 big jumps or the 4 special stages and get through the whole of normal career without bailing once, which that's the scary one, because, Monkey, as I'm sure you'll agree, those mountains can be really, really treacherous sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, here is the smallest hole in the world. You're never going to make it over it because you just don't have the speed.
Oh, sure.
It's so tough. But yeah, I did the whole thing this entire week where I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do both at once. I can do both at once. I'm good enough to do both at once.
Oh, yeah, it'll be easy.
Naturally.
It's like,
it's
no,
easy.
Dude, who do I think I am? Monkey? I'm not young anymore. I'm old. I need to focus on one thing at a time.
Right.
But yeah, I love this game still so much.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts here for week 3?
Nope.
Still 2 thumbs up. Still descending. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.